lot more tonight.
My name is Red Weatherwax. I've been training dogs for motion pictures and television practically all my life. I think you'll recognize this collie as Lassie. I'm sure there are many people who are curious about how Lassie spends his time when he's not before the cameras. Well, this is a typical day in the life of Lassie. It looks like Lassie is inviting you to visit with us at our ranch in Southern California and get an idea of the type of life Lassie leads. Jump this gate, then open it. This is the 5th generation of Lassie. I began training Lassie at an early age with animals on the ranch so that he gets used to working and being with them. These are a couple of our horses. There's Duffy, a little Shetland pony. And that's Rex. I've trained 3 of the 5 generations of Lassies with that horse. These are some of our white-faced Hereford cattle. Lassie learns to herd the cattle as a pup and loves to romp around with them. That's my grandson, Robbie. During vacation time, he comes up to the ranch and helps me with the dogs, and he feeds the ducks and the other stock in the place. It's a good life for a kid. It keeps them out of mischief and gives them an appreciation of the great outdoors. It looks as if Lassie is saying, "Come on, Robbie, let's see what's over there." Well, here I am in the pigeon coop. Most dogs and birds don't get along, of course. These baby pigeons are called squabs. Notice how gentle Lassie is with them. It all stems from his early training, where Lassie learns not to harm the small animals. And there's a kiss for the old man. Here's where Robbie comes in handy, scrambling up and down ladders. This is how I trained Lassie to take an object to another person, even going up and down stairs. I'll make an acrobat out of that grandson yet. Regal looking, isn't he? Coming down a ladder, incidentally, is much more difficult for a dog than climbing up. Oops, this gate looks a little high, so Lassie figures he'll open it instead of jumping it. Here are a couple of our Australian Silkies. That's our Yorkie my wife Betty is holding. No, she's not going to put little Buck in the pot. There's a glimpse of Cyclone, my white German Shepherd. Now here's Lassie going through some of his routines. This is where Lassie is supposed to have been wounded and tries to make his way home to his master. Finally he collapses with exhaustion, but still tries to struggle on. This is my son Robert, Robbie's father. He helps me train the dogs. I let Robert do the heavy work. Now let's get on with the show. Here are a few of the things Lassie has learned to do. Sitting up, doing some turns on cue. And here's a high-ho silver act. And a little bow to the audience. This routine is used when Lassie is supposed to be fighting someone. We make it a little more difficult by putting Robbie in front of the table. Lassie leaps on the villain, and down they go for the fight. That's if it's in the script. Robert catching him is just as exciting, though. Here comes that frisky pony again with Robbie aboard. Buffy, the little Yorkie, is going to do his riding act. Seems like everybody wants to be in show business around here. Now here comes Lassie. Lassie's giving Buffy a little appreciation. We always end up the day going for a ride. It's like play. It's good exercise for the dogs, myself and the horse, and everybody joins in. Well, it looks like Betty's getting ready for dinner, and this is when I feed our dogs. You can't see it here, but that's really a great picture of Lassie there on the can. After a hard day's work and play, it's important to give a dog a good balanced meal. By balance, I mean a dinner that includes both meat and vegetables. Regardless of their size, dogs need good nourishment, but they shouldn't be overfed. I usually feed Lassie 2 cans a day, but other dogs might need more or less food, depending on their size and daily activity. Well, that's our family right there, and as you can see, there's plenty of love in this family. This day is just about over. It's time to start for home. Everyone has enjoyed their day at the ranch. By the way, that license plate costs a little more, but the extra money goes to fight pollution in California, where Lassie lives.
Oh, gotta leave that one running. Not necessarily that thing running. Here, let me turn the light on.